Welcome, guys. This month's theme for February is cells. I was watching Cells at work on Netflix and decided that I wanted to do this cell theme. All over the cover, there are different phases of cell division happening. I don't remember what the name of the cell division was called. Was like the one that starts at the M, and I don't remember which one it was. It was like mitosis or mitosis or whatever it is. I was simply going by memory from past classes, so biology classes and such. After I finished with the cells, I drew a double helix, a DNA strand, and 2 strands of polypeptides. I think that's what they're called. I don't remember what they're called. It's when amino acids, I think, don't quote me, but I think it's when amino acids come together, forming like this line. I think they're called polypeptides. Like I said, I might be wrong. Honestly, I really like this cover page. I'm surprised that I even remembered what the cell division phase were from biology. I think learning about cell divisions were my favorite part, basically because we get to see how humans are made. I think it's interesting that, not interesting, more fascinating that we come from just basically cells, like little tiny cells. It's just interesting. Moving on to my mood page, I cut out circles out of scratch paper I had in different sizes to represent more cells. And around these cells, I drew blood cells that are clotting together. Like, you know, when you get hurt and the blood automatically starts clotting up around the wound to cover it up. I think that's one of the things that I like about blood cells, is that how they clot up. It's so interesting. Like, when I was in biology class and I think psychology, human development, that was like one of my favorite chapters is the blood chapter. Like, it was just so interesting learning about blood and like all the things it does for you, like keeping your body temperature at like a safe at a safe zone, and like the blood clotting. And I like the pictures with that. It's just like I just really like the pictures when you look in a biology textbook or a psychology textbook. I like those pictures. Out of like all the things in my February section, I think like drawing the blood cells were my most favorite to draw out. Watching Cells at Work, because I like the anime. It's really good. It made me remember all the things your body does to like make sure you basically function well. All those like little jobs that you don't really think about. Your body basically does a lot of things, like keeping your temperature at a safe thing, discarding waste that the body doesn't need. I'm trying to think of what else the body does, but like things that it does involuntarily without your knowledge, like you're just sitting there and like your body is actually doing a lot of stuff that you don't really need to control with yourself. It just knows what to do. I also created a what I want to learn this month page, and I just put the brain on there. I love the brain. If I had to choose like the one body organ that I like the most, it would be the brain. Like, it's like almost the size of your two hands together in a fist, and it's just like it fits in your head. Like, and I just think that's cool. Like, and I just love the brain so much. Like, we had to draw it for my psychology class, and that was like my favorite assignment, just drawing the brain. Like, I just love it. Like, I love the brain so much. And like, what did I write? I don't have my paper with me or nothing. I'm just sort of recording this by memory, but I think I wrote at the top was the best part about you, and then on the lower right side I wrote beautiful. I mean, you just have to love the brain. Like, it's just, my psychology teacher said something like, don't remember it clearly, but if you took out everybody's brains and laid them on the table, they're all gonna look the same. And like, I just like that. Like, it doesn't matter what your body looks like, but everybody's brain is gonna look the same way. And I like that what she said was really interesting, and like, it really in a way boosts up your confidence and makes you more willing to share your intelligence with the world. And for a while before taking that class, I wasn't really sure on my intelligence. I thought that because I wasn't like raised in the city or like had like the best schooling, I thought that my intelligence and my experience wasn't worth sharing for anybody. My experience was just there. But like, hearing like somebody say that your most important part of you is your brain, and like, it's just, it kind of boosts your confidence about your intelligence a lot. I don't know, that quote really stands out for me the most. That quote, and like the mind over matter thing, is like, your body's gonna give up sometimes, but your brain is gonna keep going in some way. If you can just acknowledge that when you're feeling like you're gonna give up because you feel like tired or nothing, if you push yourself and overcome like emotional and physical feelings, you can actually accomplish a lot. On the next page, I made an exercise chart so that I could visually see my exercise routine that I want to do for this month. There's nothing really to it, just put down the days of the week, and decided that Sunday was going to be my rest day since everybody is already home on Sunday, and I'm going to be more interested in being around them than thinking about myself really. So Sunday naturally became a rest day. A weird fact about this page: the white that I used to color in the word exercise reminds me of like bones for some reason, because it's white, but like a weird thing to think about. But bones are interesting too, you know that, right? Like, they're just something that keeps you upright and allows you to actually do stuff like walk, and like, you just kind of take your bones for granted. Next is my expense tracker for the month. It's only half a page because I'm not planning to spend that much. At least I don't hope I'm not. Even though I'm not planning to spend a lot of money, I still want to have it just in case I do buy stuff for myself, which I probably will happen. I mean, it depends how I feel, really. And then under the expense tracker, I wrote, for when you're feeling down, know that your cells love you each and every day. Again, just showing how much your body works for you to actually function. After, I went on to my daily spreads, but I didn't show them that much in this video since they're basically all the same. And I just showed you the first week. For this month, I decided not to do like a whole page dedicated to my habit tracker. And I decided to break it up by weeks. The same things are being tracked as last month, so nothing really changed with what the habits I want to track. If you can see, I am reusing a page that was lying around. It's like that printer check page that comes out after you check if the inks are printing out colors rightly. So I have a lot of those and I'm just reusing it. Like I said, I have a lot of those, so that's like the reason why I wanted to make my own journal instead of buying a new one. Second to last page, I have 2 spreads on the same page, which is my currently, which again consists of music, books, movies, and I'm trying to remember the last one. Oh, and shows. And on there, I just drew like a little heart, like an actual heart, and a skeleton hand, a skeleton skull, and a leg bone, just to keep with the theme of human body and cells. So yeah, so far I haven't really seen any movies yet. I don't think I did. Shows, I'm watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and I think that's it. Oh, I finished the first season. Oh, not the first season, the recent part 3, I think it is, Miraculous Ladybug. Already missing it. I wish there was more episodes. That show just makes me so happy. Like, it makes my heart flutter so much. I love that show so much. I kind of wish like Netflix didn't like release all the episodes at once and did like a weekly thing, because like I wasted the whole day watching Miraculous Ladybug and I kind of regret it now, because now I don't have nothing to look forward to regarding that. So yeah. The only thing that I would say about it is that for me, it felt like kind of rushed, like the plots like kind of rushed down into each other. Like, you didn't get enough time to let the past episode to soak in, like the past storyline parts to soak in, which might have been just me because, like I said, I watched it one day, but definitely really gotta stop doing that. I don't really like binge watching shows that much, but I do. Basically, I gotta stop watching shows in one day, because if it's too much for me, for my heart, then it's gonna make me break off from reality from a bit. And under the currently, I did my brain dump. It was just simple. Not gonna really spend too much time on it, since it's just a brain dump. Not even sure if I'm gonna even use it that much. Brain dumps I don't use that much a lot anyway, so we'll see by the end of the month if I actually use it. If not, I'm not gonna put it in my next month for March. And then finally, on my last page, I did a study process tracker. I know I spelled process wrong. I did my February section like at night, and I didn't finish till like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was pretty tired. Well, not really, but tired in a way. But anyways, thanks for watching, subscribe, and have a good night, day, and morning.